Heidi, it's Michelle, and I've got another adorable bead charm for you today. Today we're going to do a fairy lantern. You may have seen my recent video that I did with the mushroom bead charm, and that was really what got me started on wanting to expand and do more fairyland type of things. And so I thought of this beautiful little fairy lantern. I think it's adorable, and I think you're going to like it. What I'll be using today to make that is, for our bottom, I'll be using this large bead cap here. It's 14 millimeters wide by 6 millimeters tall. And then I've got a 10 by 16 millimeter teardrop bead. And that is the faceted teardrop, which you could use smooth if you wanted to. That's up to you. I found this one in my stash from some beads that were gifted to me recently, and I loved that AB effect on there, and I think it may have a slight blue color to it in addition to the AB coating, and I really loved that. I thought that would be beautiful for my fairy lantern. And then for the top of our lantern, we're going to be using a flower, as I think any fairy would. And I've got the pink color today, and that's just a frosted acrylic bead, and it's 14 millimeters wide by 10 millimeters high. And we're going to be using our little trick I showed you with the mushroom with that 3 millimeter sequin, and we're going to be needing to use that as a stop again today. And this is just going to be a little stabilizer bead, and it's just a 4 by 6 millimeter clear rondelle in acrylic, and then a bead cap for the top. And I'll show you another option at the end for this. This is really versatile. I really just wanted that metal color from the bottom to show up again at the top too, to kind of complete that look of the lantern. So just something small that's going to bring that antique color in up there without really doing much changing to the shape of it. So just a lot of different options can work there. And then in my antique bronze color, I've got a 1.5 inch head pin. You could use a larger one if you want to, but the 1.5 was all I had in that, which was a little smaller than what I'm used to, and we won't have enough to make our jump ring from that. So I went ahead and got a jump ring in the antique bronze color as well, and also a lobster clasp in that color. So to get started on that, we're just going to take our head pin and put on our sequin as a stop, because next goes our stabilizer bead, which is the acrylic 4 by 6 rondelle, and the hole in that was too large and it wanted to go through, so I went ahead and used my sequin there to stop that. And then that will kind of nestle in the bottom of here to give a little more stability to that bead cap shape, so it'll stay straight on our pin for us. And then we're going to put on our teardrop bead, pointed end up, and then slide our flower sort of lampshade over top of that. And that kind of covers most of that tapered end, giving just the look of sort of a round lantern shape under here. So if you really wanted to, you could probably get by with using a round bead right there in a 10 millimeter or so. Would probably work out just fine. And then our little small bead cap to go on the top. And like I said, we want something that's not going to really change your shape, because I think that flower gave us the shape that we want. I just wanted that color brought to the top. And as you can see, That didn't leave us much excess on our head pin. So I'm going to bend that over at a 90-degree angle, maybe even bend it a little further if you want to. And with that 1.5-inch head pin, I'm not even going to cut anything off of that. We've got more than our usual 1/4 inch there. We've got probably a 1/2 inch or better. But I think I'm going to come down here to the wide end of my round nose pliers. Since this is a lantern, and make a really large loop, and it may give a look of that large looped handle on our lantern. And then just kind of snug that up the best you can. And we'll get our jump ring. Open that up. Put on your little lantern, your lobster clasp, and then close that back up. That larger jump ring there too helps give that look of a large handle, I think. But that's up to you. So there's your little fairy lantern. And like I was telling you, with this top bead cap up here, just anything that'll kind of bring that metal color up there without really changing the shape. I'll show you another one here that I made in purple. And on that I just used a really small little flower shaped bead cap. So a couple of different looks, but not too much, as long as you're not really changing the shape of your flower top up there very much, just enough to bring in that color. And that is your fairy lantern bead charms. I gotta tell you all, I'm really enjoying the fairy theme. I may take it a little further. You all let me know what you want to see, and let me know if you like this project. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like over on my Facebook page, and follow me on Pinterest. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.